Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. We are back for our third and final match of the night. Heading into the Challenger League, we have Motion versus Ascension. Your boy Psychonautic back in the booth, ready to bring you this sweet Rocket League action. And I'm joined by a very special guest here tonight, leader of the novice team, the Whelps, master class caster extraordinaire from TSL, Jeff Masters. Welcome, Jeff. How you doing?
I am doing really well, Psycho. Thank you for such a tremendous intro. Really, completely undeserving, but so appreciative of it. But yeah, we've got an interesting matchup with Motion and Ascension going head to head. I'm interested to see how this one's going to play out. Looking at some of the past data for these two teams, Motion does not have that good of a record against Ascension in the past. They're actually 1-9 against Ascension, and they're also coming off of a forfeit. So honestly, if I'm looking at this, Motion has got like nothing to lose, everything to gain in this type of matchup. And so I think I'm interested to see if they're gonna be able to pull it out, or has fate kind of already been foretold just from looking at some of these stat sheets here.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree. Historically, Motion is not very good against Ascension. However, it's worth noting, that's over the course of several seasons with several different rosters and such. So, you never know. This could be the roster that is able to put a smackdown on Ascension. Excuse me, I've gotten some burps. But as we've seen so far, yeah, they haven't had a good look. And Motion's only played one game so far this season, and it was an FF loss to him. So that's also, unfortunate for him. Ascension getting a win in Game 5 on Wednesday against their opponents. Looking pretty good for them. Rockerman, Merely, Jaegers, and Daydream. Some people think it might be a dream team, but looks like Motion is finally here in the lobby. I think that they're interested in shutting them down. Though I'd like to point out I don't see Stevie Fades in the lobby, which I don't know. It might be a mistake.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. I think that as we've got all the players in here, we should be able to get things kicked off here in a little bit. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think most definitely. I'm sure they are ready to get on the field and get this underway, as I'm sure everybody at home is as well. And we will do just that in this Game 5 series, Ascension versus Motion. Ascension rocking with Rockerman, Merely, and Jaegers. Motion, they've got Wolfie, Freak Mighty, and Big C-Dubs. And Big C-Dubs is been around for a couple of seasons, and he's worked his way up from the Novice League. He has successfully made a name for himself here. So we'll see how he fares here tonight against Rockerman and Ascension. As Big C-Dubs in the backfield, gets it past one, tries to get it past Rockerman, but Rockerman tips the ball. Jaeger is able to get it cleared out to the mid. Freak Mighty keeping the pressure alive for Motion. Wolfie with the bump on Jaegers, but nobody from Motion there to take advantage. Rockerman missing his touch to get the redirect in. Jaegers getting a shot, but Freak Mighty gonna send it away. Merely is up, gets the touch that he needs in his defensive zone. Rockerman to send it down. Wolfie is there in the corner, but Jaegers keeps the pressure alive. Jaegers still out of the corner, missing his touch. Freak Mighty sends it up for Wolfie. Merely is trying to be annoying to the defense. Merely sending it across. Can't find the angle. Rockerman keeping it alive. Wolfie off the backboard. This could be dangerous for Motion. Jaegers is there, but he can't get it through. Big C-Dubs Merely there to clean it up. And finally, after several attempts, Ascension is able to find the back of the net.
Yeah, honestly, they were all over the offensive side of things on that push, and he just gets the pass up, and finally something breaks. I think the team is probably still getting a little warm, maybe, trying to get used to the other team out on the field, because I've definitely seen some plays that could have gone with just a couple of slight adjustments. So we'll see if how things continue moving forward as Ascension has a 1-goal lead.
And Motion is doing everything in their power right now to get back in this game and get it tied up. Rockerman playing forward, gets the 50. Big C-Dubs gets it past 1, but Rockerman's there again in the midfield. Rockerman with the big demo, but Jaeger's going to miss his touch. Merely with the demo as well, trying to send it out. Rockerman finds Rockerman in the midfield, but Wolfie with the big save on the goal line. Merely gets it up past 1. Merely looking for the double. Jaeger's getting in there and finding a shot, but can't get it through Motion's defense. Rockerman going for a doozy, can't find the ball. Jaegers and him gonna pinch it out of the corner. Merely sending it up, but Freak Mighty gets a touch to send it all the way across to the other side. Merely bounces it off, finding it in the mid. Freak Mighty to send it away. Rockerman keeping the pressure up for Ascension. Wolfie sends it out as we are halfway now through game number 1. Ascension still up by 1 here, Jeff. Motion still not really able to get out of their defensive zone so far.
Yeah, honestly, Ascension has done a tremendous job holding Motion on their own side of the field. But so far, even though they've been, right as I say it, of course they're going to score as Jaeger puts this one in top shelf right underneath.
And Jaeger's been trying all game long. Finally, after 4 shots, he's able to find the back of the net and take the lead to 2 for Ascension. 2 minutes left on the clock. Freak Mighty with the touch, but can't follow it. Merely to take it away from him. Sending it out to Jaegers. Jaegers up to the corner. Big C-Dubs with the clear. Sends it into Ascension's corner. Rockerman gets dunked by C-Dubs. Wolfie can't find the back of the net. Freak Mighty's shot also going to go wide. Rockerman sending it up to Jaegers. Jaegers out of the corner. Jaegers is going to find the back of the net again. And now he's got 2 to his name.
The booming clear from Rockerman there sets up Jaegers in the corner perfectly. You see Wolfie trying to get back, but couldn't quite do it. Motion have really struggled to find a strong offensive push against Ascension in this game 1. And I don't know, looking at it right now, they've got to start speeding up and start getting more confident because they're just getting torn apart on the field out here right now.
Yeah, Jaegers and Rockerman just can't be stopped. They are on fire. Jaegers with a beautiful pass. Rockerman in the mid just waiting and ready for it. 4-0. Ascension is absolutely suffocating Motion. And I mean, I think that you were right, Jeff, whenever you brought up that, they got a 9-1 historical record. And Ascension not interested in that changing at all.
Yeah. So I mean, you even see I even think really that this game could have gone even more heavily towards Ascension. There was a couple of times where I've seen Ascension was just slightly off on their rotation or their pushes. They've been playing very physical this whole time. Demos getting way up close and personal, even some bumping plays. Ascension have been really I think they've got their game plan of how they're going to try to play this, and that is a very physical type of gameplay. And you see Merely kind of popping off here with a freestyle, doesn't able to connect, but I think Ascension have their game plan already in motion and in motion, funny, but Motion really need to try to get theirs working and see what's gonna change something up, because so far no score. They got 35 seconds left on the clock. I really just think this one's gonna go to Ascension. They're gonna have to try to make something happen in game number 2.
Yeah, I wouldn't not disagree with that at all. Jaegers is gonna find yet another goal, but it's not other than stat padding, not much gonna matter. Rockerman with a good pass, getting it to Jaegers there. And yeah, like you said, Motion just pretty much needs to put game number 1 behind them. Look forward to game number 2. Look forward to changing what they need to change. And, getting out of their defensive zone, not letting Ascension just absolutely suffocate them in game number 2.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go down as a team that just gets absolutely shut out, and then you can't find anything to respond. It does a whole lot to the morale of the team. But definitely going into game number 2, we'll see if Motion has what it takes to kind of dig down, figure out what they can change against Ascension, because Ascension came out strong, really strong in game number 1. I felt like it could have been stronger, so if Ascension kind of even work out some more bugs, I mean, they're minor bugs, but I feel like even if they work out even those, that it can be even more detrimental for Motion in the coming games as well.
And that's very true. And there's a couple things I need to point out here. Jaegers is a move up from Prospect. Some people are a little bit, weary about how he's going to perform here in Challenger. 745 was his score. The hat trick, 50% shot accuracy, 2 assists and a save to boot. This man popped off, and I think he's gonna make prove a lot of something to a lot of people this season. But I don't know. Motion. I'm interested to see how they move forward here, Jeff. I'm interested to see if they can adapt to Ascension. The Jaegers, Merely, and Rockerman are all friends. Like, they play together regularly.
Yeah.
So the chemistry is just is sickening, as you saw. They just couldn't miss each other's passes.
Yep. So we'll see what this game number 2 has in store already. Motion trying to start off. They're on Ascension side of the field, but looking for a couple of clears, and it's already going to be cleared away, and already Motion kind of floundering around a little bit, but it's going to pop back.
Big C-Dubs in the midfield, going to try and start a little bit early with Motion's offense here, trying to attempt to not get completely shut out as they did in game number 1. Wolfie not able to beat Jaegers. Merely coming in, his shot's going to get deflected wide. Ball gets sent back. Wolfie might have a shot, but Merely gets there in time to 50. Freak Mighty trying to get it through. He gets a touch on it, but it's not good enough as Jaegers in the midfield not able to get it through Wolfie. Rockerman going to keep the offense running. Freak Mighty takes it away from him, but Merely immediately steals it back. Wolfie with the clear. Wolfie gets it past one. He's able to get it through Jaegers, but Rockerman going to come in to save the day. Get that ball cleared out. Freak Mighty with the touch. Sends it down. Rockerman sends him away. The ball's deflected. Jaegers not able to find the touch he's looking for. Merely almost own goaling it, but it does go out, luckily for him. And the scoreline stays at 0 here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, Jeff Masters. We are definitely seeing a different Motion here. They are not getting completely shut out, though. They still have yet to find a goal.
Yeah, they've been trying. They've been pushing hard. They've definitely managed to get the ball off of their side of the field more quickly, more efficiently. I even see Wolfie out there going for some demo plays. He got a double demo earlier, but so far it has not been enough. They're still under attack from Ascension, but they've managed to hold their own pretty well so far. And as long as you can, mix it up, not always stay on your side of the field. If you can get over, get a couple of shots on net. Wolfie's trying to set up a demo here, Merely getting the save over to the corner. Such a close call for Motion, but still nothing has fallen for them yet. But this is definitely showing me that Motion can still try to change it up a little bit, and they are not, like you said earlier, going to get completely shut out in this game number 2. We're almost all the way at the halfway point, and no score yet from either side.
And not only are they not going to get shut out, but it looks like they're actually starting to change the tempo of the game into their favor, the tempo of the match, as they seem to be taking more and more control. They now are above Ascension in the shot department, and Ascension seems to be being forced to play more defense now than they were forced to play in game number 1. Freak Mighty forcing the double, and Wolfie getting it back in front. Rockerman, though, staying strong on the defensive zone. Big C-Dubs pops it up to the mid. Jaegers gets the touch to send it away. Freak Mighty leaves the ball. Big C-Dubs takes it. Rockerman with the save. Sends it up. Freak Mighty's there in the mid. Jaegers missing his touch off the sidewall. Freak Mighty going to get bumped by Rockerman. Not able to follow the ball. Merely with the shot on net, and nobody back for Motion. Ascension going to take the lead here in game number 2.
It was just an awkward spot. It was Big C-Dubs. Like, he didn't know, should he cut across? Should he drop back to the goal? He had somebody else dropping back, but nobody was really there in the correct position. And even after so much pressure that Motion were putting on net, still Ascension holding true and not letting them score, and they've gone up by 1 goal. As already they get a clear down towards the other side, and it's saved away by Merely. Motion has had so many close calls on the net. I'm really surprised one hasn't fallen yet, but so far, Ascension continuing to stretch out their lead even further.
Yeah, Merely and Rockerman have just been absolute brick walls here in game number 2 against Motion, having successfully deflecting 4 of the 7 shots that Motion's thrown at them, and not allowing any goals. It's pretty impressive. And and then all it takes is just a little bit of a counterattack there, catching the Motion slipping and overcommitting just a little bit, and it's resulted in 2 goals for him, and it's gonna result in a third. Rockerman coming in with the Ford F-150, pounding it away. 3-goal lead over Motion now.
Big C-Dubs went up for that one, just realized he was too far underneath the ball, and perhaps I spoke a little too soon about Motion getting shut out, because there's a minute left on the clock, and they still have yet to score, although this might be an opportunity saved away by Jaegers. But honestly, I'm surprised it's gone this way so quickly. It's like as soon as the first goal fell, everything started tumbling after that like dominoes. And Motion really got to dig deep now because the 3, well, honestly, I don't even know. It's possible, I guess, that they could come back within 30 seconds, but it's unlikely. And so that means they're going to be looking at game number 3, which is going to be match point, right? Because they're best of 5s. So, oof, that's just not a spot that you want to be in for any type of team. And especially against one that's playing as strongly as Ascension is right now.
Yeah, I fully agree. And, but Motion is looking to be in the exact same position that Lightspeed was in just not too long ago here tonight, as a rival took them to 2-0 space and then were able to secure the sweep. Now Ascension looking to do the exact same thing to Motion, merely putting his team on his back there, making some big plays in game number 2, coming out the MVP, well deserved. Motion, though, I gotta say, Jeff, they played a lot better. And if they can build on what they built if they can continue to build on what they built there in game number 2, I think it's very possible that they can switch things around and possibly even pull a reverse sweep here on Ascension.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was seeing a totally different Motion out there on the field. It's just towards the end that things started to break down, but Wolfie was doing a really good job kind of messing up the defensive rotations of Ascension. He was getting those demo plays, getting those bumps. They had some shots, but really just Ascension was not allowing anything into the line. But perhaps it just takes a little bit more hammering to get that brick wall to fall down. I don't know, but it's game 3. This is match point we're looking at for Ascension. And Motion are definitely not trying to get swept here tonight. So we'll see if they can crank it up to 11 in game number 3.
And they're going to have to. It's time. Now is the time. Go big or go home, Motion. This is it. You got to get it done. And we're going to get into the kickoff here. Freak Mighty and Merely. It's going to go in favor of Ascension. Jaegers trying to take his time here, but Wolfie going to tip the ball, bounce it across. Merely looking for the angle, but Big C-Dubs finds the save. Rockerman bouncing it out of the corner. Wolfie's got time. Gets it past 1, but Jaeger's going to take it away from him. Jaeger's going to stick with it. Big C-Dubs awkward, and it almost goes in. Motion getting extremely lucky there as Ascension fumbles the bag, Jeff.
Honestly, everybody was looking so awkward, and somehow they've managed out of that awkwardness to take it all the way down here to Ascension side of the field. But if you're Motion right now, oof, things are looking a little sketchy on the defensive side of things. I don't know if they're rushing now out of panic, but a lot of whiff shots that I don't think we were exactly seeing in game 1 or game 2 already early on, and it's only been a minute of gameplay. So perhaps it's the pressure that match point is on the line, and there's also the potential of a sweep that's getting to their brains. I don't know exactly what it is because I'm not inside of their heads, but I could bet that has a strong pull on them right now. So they're going to have to adapt to that pressure because Ascension are coming at them swinging just like they have in all the other games prior.
Yeah, I would say this is definitely the most pressure that they felt out of any of the games so far. This is the one that they need to win the most. Without winning this, you can't win 4 and you can't win 5. So it's now or never, and merely says it's going to be never with the clanger from the outside, taking the lead for Ascension.
Yeah, and you see Rockerman there, even securing that shot even further, just going for the physical play there. Merely set it down in on target, and then Rockerman just wanted to get that extra bump just to make sure that it fell in. So Ascension have a 1-goal lead. We'll see if Motion can kind of do anything to retaliate. They've got an opening, but Jaeger saves it away. Again, this Ascension defense done a fantastic job defending against all of Motion's shots. So trying to get something rolling, but so far, nothing yet. 3 minutes left on the clock.
Ascension looking like they've got the smell of blood. Rockerman sending it down to Jaegers. Jaegers not able to get it through the defender. Freak Mighty staying strong. Wants to keep the deficit to 1. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time for Motion to make a comeback. They need to get a goal as soon as possible. That way they can possibly start to turn over momentum in their favor. Wolfie's gonna do just that. He bodies the ball through the defense.
Oh man, you get Freak Mighty right here. He catches 2 on the back wall, and then no one's down in the bottom. Wolfie gets a good double touch and sends it into the back, scores the equalizer. 2:26 left on the clock, and Motion have found a way to stay in this, and they might get a breakaway here with a second one, and he gets the dunk!
He gets it, merely can't get it out. Try as he might. Freak Mighty just able to read that touch. Too good, and he takes the lead. 2:23. There's 2 goals for Motion within a matter of seconds. And they take the lead. Big C-Dub sends it away. Rockerman in the midfield gonna make the block. Merely gets it past one in the mid. Trying to get the fake, gets it through Freak Mighty to the mid. Jaegers is there. He finds the pass and he ties the score. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left.
Honestly, that touch from Freak Mighty off the back wall didn't help that out. It ended up passing it out towards the center, and then it was just a 50-50 goal that went Ascension's way. So now Motion, their lead is non-existent. It's 2-2. You still got time. I say if you're Motion, you just got to focus up a little bit. You guys clearly have showed that you can score, and that you know that you guys, Freak Mighty at least, was reading pretty well Ascension. So all they've got to do is kind of just focus up a bit and try to get that lead back, because they clearly can do it. But if they're stuck on their defensive side for too long, it has been proven that Motion just kind of cracks with enough time. So they've got to try and get the ball off of their side of the field as quickly as possible.
Yes, they do, and Merely, oh my God! Merely is a monster. He comes off the back wall and finds an impossible angle.
Oh my God. I didn't see the angle that he had when I watched it, and then looking at that from his perspective, off the back wall, getting it off the tires, like jumping off the wall, then sending it back into the goal. What an angle, honestly. And that right there is something fantastic to see, and Ascension kind of showing off a little bit what their team can really do. So 1:15 left on the clock. Motion have got to score a goal to try to stay in this best of 5. Otherwise, they're going to be going home with another loss, and they're going to be looking at an 0-2 record for the start of Season 7. Not exactly where you want to be if you're Motion.
Yeah, most definitely not. And Merely is just went completely demon mode. I think it looked like he got 2 back-to-back demos in quick succession and going for another bump play there, but nothing going to come from it. Jaegers getting a bump in the midfield. Merely sending it to the side, gets a second touch. He's following it. He's got blood. He wants to spill it. Rockerman trying to get the double, but he can't find it. The ball gets cleared out. Jaegers gets demoed by Freak Mighty. Freak trying to find another goal. Big C-Dub's gonna find it though. Puts it in, and a good counter play from Motion.
There you see Freak. He was trying to get that 50. He ends up getting it to stay close enough for Big C-Dubs to pop it right in the top side of that goal, tying it back up. Motion not going down without a fight here in game number 3. Can they hold it out with 20 seconds left and a good pass up to Freak Mighty? Can't make a connection, though. Might have been a blown opportunity there. We'll see how it plays out as time continues. Ascension back on the attack in the last few seconds of game number 3. We might be going into overtime if Motion can hold it out.
Rockerman with the final pot shot there just to see if Motion makes a mistake. And the ball still is up, but Rockerman going to put it down, and we've got overtime in game number 3. And this is big moment for Motion. Lose and go home, win and force the game 4. Merely pops it up. Jaegers is there for the touch, though. Put it to the corner. And Rockerman with the clear. Freak Mighty there. He finds the dunk, but it's not an accurate shot. Wolfie pops it up. Wolfie's there. He gets it to the defender. But Jaegers with a huge save keeps it out. Merely missing the touch. This could be dangerous, but Jaegers is there to help him out. Jaegers trying to get the flick, but it goes wide. Rockerman is there, pops it up to the mid, merely sends it down. Rockerman turns on it, but Wolfie is there, pops it to the mid. Jaegers might have a look on net. He does, and he finds the back of it, knifes out the defender, and takes home the dub for Ascension here tonight.
Oh, what a transition to honestly go from their side of the field. That ball was 3/4 in on their goal. Get it saved, get it down the other direction, and set up a pass and a shot like that to win it out. Did in the sweep. My gosh, good gameplay from Ascension. I really can't find too many things to nitpick about how Ascension played out on the field. They were just stellar through and through. The passing plays by Rockerman, Mueller especially, even coming in. Well, I mean, really everybody on the team was popping off in their own type of way. And it showed as they 3-0'd Motion in their second game. And man, oh my gosh, what a series.
What a series indeed, and what a night for the Evolution org, going 2-0 against their opponents. Hats off to them. Great showing from Ascension, great showing from Arrival. Motion not able to pick up the pieces there, almost pulling it out, just kind of like very similar to Lightspeed, I gotta say. It's like they were putting up a good fight, but it just wasn't enough, and both times they were put into the dirt. But yeah, that was regardless of being sweeps, I would say that both of those teams really did put up a good fight tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, I honestly, Motion, they dug down. There was a couple of times in that third game where, it was do or die, and they had to do something to change it. And they somehow managed to get it all the way into overtime. I think they had to come up from a 3-goal deficit or 2-goal deficit. It was one of the two. I can't remember, but they did make a comeback. Unfortunately, it just, you can't even really be mad at Motion for the effort that they put in. That shot, just, I didn't think it was going to get saved, honestly. I thought Motion was going to take home that shot, and it was just saved out. I mean, it was 3/4 in. It was so close, and sometimes that's just how Rocket League plays, man. You get these incredible saves, and it just was right there, but just not attainable for Motion tonight.
Yeah, that's you speak straight facts, my friend. Sometimes that is just the way that it goes, and that's Rocket League. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our show tonight. We appreciate everybody who came out and supported us here tonight. Jeff, I appreciate you spending some time over here with me in the Nemesis booth. It has been a pleasure, and I look forward to sharing some time with you more in the future.
The same thing for you, sure. Always a pleasure casting with you, and interested to see how more matchups go as start getting more into the casting scene for Nemesis as well. And surely can only be nothing but good from here.
Most definitely. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here tonight at SNRL. Join us again on Monday. We'll be back at the normal time for 3 more matches, and then Wednesday again next week. And then, of course, next week, Saturday night Rocket League for week 2. But for now, take it easy. Have a good night. Thank you for showing up here tonight, and we'll see you Monday.